Hey everybody, this is Jason Shadwick with Premier Guitar, and we are back once again for another Summer Gear Slam video. And for this one, we are joined by Steve and Sebastian from Belltone Guitars. And you heard Sebastian there playing on the intro. We're going to hear more from him in a little bit. But Steve, first tell us about this new B Classic model you guys are debuting.
Yeah, so this is I've had the brand out since 2016, but most of what I've been doing before was mods to familiar brand, to Tellys, Les Pauls, things like that. So this is a new launch, really a relaunch for the company, and looking to do something that has my own designs from both the modeling to all the hardware and everything, and a sort of a new business platform as well. So we're launching that. We're going to be launching it this September is when we're looking to get it up and running, and it's going to be a online business. And the first model that we're going to be offering is what we call our B Classic model, and basically it comes in two variations. It comes with B Classic 1, which is our model with the binding, which I'm showing you here, and then we have B Classic 2, which is over here, which is with the tummy and arm contour. And the sort of new mission for the company is really to be focusing on sort of a collaborative partnership with guitarists. Those guys that are looking to build a distinctive, well-crafted, but at the same time affordable, cool guitar. That's what we're looking to do with them. But we wanted to do it with, like I said, sort of with the design element from Belltone, with our perspective and aesthetic, but at the same time have it an interactive offering where the guitarists can use their creative input for the sort of sonic and visual design of their guitar. So it's really more of a collaborative platform.
Does that mean there might be like some customizable options going forward, or?
Yeah, actually it's all the model. It's all built to made to order. So
okay.
So basically, sort of our tagline is every guitar is going to be a signature. What we're doing is not looking for me to predetermine what the final outcome of the guitar is, but really to sort of have some key signature Belltone components and looks to the model and to the build of the guitar, but yet every guitar will be customized online by the guitarist who's looking to buy it. Mm-hmm. So what I'd like to do is walk you through those different elements.
Yeah.
So what we call it we call it the custom select system, and really it's a two-tiered customization platform. And level one is a foundation of signature elements that are going to be on all the guitars. And then level two is a curated offering of options that the guitarist can basically select from to make the guitar theirs. So, I think the best place to start is take you through what the Belltone signature items are. So the first thing is the body that we have here. This is our design shape, and really what it is, what I was tweaking and working on for mods before were mostly Tellys and Les Pauls. That's what I like to play. So I just said, you know what, I want to sort of combine the two of those together, and that's really what the B Classic is. It's really a hybrid of a T-style and a Les Paul special, if you will. And that's for the shape of the body. And like I mentioned before, it comes in two variations. They're both flat top, but one with binding and one with the contours. Both guitars have the contoured neck pocket, so it's easy access to the upper registers. So again, it's going to be something where you have, the look is very classic, very familiar, very comfortable, but at the same time incorporating a lot of the new improved playability features that you'll see throughout. So that's basically the shape of it for the body, and then we can go to the neck. I'll walk you through that. So we can start with the headstock, which is your basic inline 6 straight headstock. And what we've done is just had a nice purfling edging around the edges to define it. Then it's a solid maple backing, and it comes with either rosewood or the maple fingerboard. The profile is a 10 to 16 compound radius. So again, easier to play the chords down here, but then a little bit flatter for leads up here. Very comfortable. And then for the shape profile, I call it. It's what I call the C major, which is slightly bigger than a Fender, modern C, but yet not quite as chunky as like a Les Paul 59 roundback. So it's kind of like right in between the two of them. Mm-hmm. So I tend to like the necks a little bit fatter, so this is sort of that compromise and hopefully can be universal. And it has jumbo frets on it, and 22 frets. So that's the neck setup. Then for the tuners, we have we offer the Belltone tuners. We have our own tuners that we offer on it as a standard feature, as part of the signature. And then we can go down here to the bridge.
Yeah.
So what we did with the bridge is, one of the elements that we want to do for the brand is to not have sort of readily available aftermarket hardware parts. So everything you see here is designed specifically for the guitar. So this is what we call our Devil's Tail T-style bridge, and it's not stamped steel, but it's machine tooled aluminum with this little contour. And so what's interesting from the design of it is it makes it very comfortable to put your hand here when you're playing, to sort of palm. I know some people say, oh, that's not the best way to pluck or whatever, but it's still, a lot of people do it. You can rest it here, and the design of putting the control plate a little bit further back than the traditional telly plate is so that you're right in line with the volume knob. So it's an aluminum bridge, and that it has the solid brass 3-saddle design, but these are swivel saddles. So what this allows you to do, again, bring in the traditional of the 3 saddles, but then the modern of the swivel design, which allows you to have better intonation and tuning for the guitar.
And is that a top loader or a string through design?
It's a string through.
Okay.
As you see in the back is standard string through, and what you'll see with most of the finishing on the hardware that we have, and we'll walk through some of the other pieces, is instead of having a glossy high chrome shine, which most new guitars have, what I opted for is kind of a brushed nickel. So again, it's new, but it has a softer, warmer feel to it. So that's the bridge.
So those features you're talking about, the body, and then either rosewood or maple, and then the tuners and the bridge, that's all basically kind of standard among all of them. That's kind of like baked into the design. Yeah,
all of it, everything that I'm going through with you now is all that sort of comes as the standard.
Got it. Okay.
So the next thing is the control plate, which again is light weight aluminum like the bridge. It's machined, not stamped, and it's kind of modded after the old P-bass plates. I call it the dolphin nose look. And what it is it has the angled switch, which I find just a little bit easier when playing as opposed to going straight. So it angles up, and that's a custom design. And so are the knobs. They call them the reverse dome knobs. And these were designed a little bit higher than traditional telly knobs. Again, to just have a little bit easier grip on it. And
easier to get those like Danny Gatton, Roy Buchanan swells out of it.
Exactly. And the knurled edges, solid brass. So again, all machined, solid brass with the dull nickel finish. So that's the bridge. And then from there you go to the, we'll talk about the pickups. Now this is one of the areas where we opted for the Filtron format. So, and really did that in part one. I've always liked the Filtron pickups for the sort of them being between the regular PAF humbucker sound and the Strat sound. I just always liked that. And what and in part, to be honest with you, it's also because I think they're cool and they're different. And it's like there's so many guitars that have either the standard humbucker or they have the Strat style pickup. And it was just, we wanted to offer something different. So someone wanted a different look. But the fun part about it is I partnered with a number of boutique pickup builders and made custom versions so that I'm covering almost every sonic dynamic in this format. So for instance, what you're looking at here is these are pickups I partnered with TV Jones. And so I got with him and I said I really like the old high-low open face versions rather than the ones that have the metal. And I said, could you do that for me? And he could. And then what I got him to do, it's hard to see here, I'll get you some film of it, but it's what I said, I love your logo, that kind of retro cartoon, if you're familiar with that logo. So what we did is it's laser etched on the open face of the pickup is the TV Jones logo. So it's things like part, and this will be, we have it in white, you see it down here in black, and then I just got a great new set in red that he's done for me.
And
so this will be offered.
In the model that Sebastian has in his hand, are those TV Jones pickups in there too?
No, those are
Rio Grandes, right?
Yeah, those are from Rio Grande, and so again, very different sound than the TV Jones. This is basically, from a sound perspective, what you got here is a TV Jones Classic Plus, and you've got Supertron in the neck, but in Tom Jones's kind of specific look. Same thing here. This is the in the bridge for the Rio Grande. That's the barbecue humbucker. So it doesn't sound like the traditional Filtertron. Sounds heavier, meatier, almost like a hot humbucker.
Yeah, let's have Sebastian run through maybe a couple different sounds on that one.
Let's do it.
And that was the bridge humbucker, right?
It was a bridge, yes.
Yeah.
It has so much power. It's you can really feel that sustain, and it feels great on the hands too. It's a tone that is very easy to play with, which is a player. It makes it a lot easier just to push it, it doesn't feel like you have to fight a lot for it. It's just there for you. Pickup also has that same character where it just doesn't feel too muddy. It has the right balance of just feeling right on the hands. It's twangy, but yet it has like that warmth of a humbucker. It's really a sweet spot for the guitar. It feels awesome. It sounds great.
It's their Textron in the neck. So that's kind of the matching pair. That's sort of their go-to sound.
So so you mentioned TV Jones and Rio Grande. Are there other pickup options?
Yeah, see, this is one of the fun features. Again, I'm trying to make this business model to be a fun thing to be part of. And what it is, I have over there, I'll grab Sebastian, you can grab me the blue guitar. These pickups here are from Benson Custom. And so what I had them do is they had a humbucker that was sort of similar to this, and I said, let's partner. I've got this Filtertron platform. So these basically are set up to be kind of almost like Alnico 2 lower powered PAF humbucker. That's what this was designed for. And but for me, like I said, I'm always a tweaker or whatever. Half the time, it's as much about trying to create a different sound, a better sound, as it is trying to have a cooler look. Something, just slightly off. So I loved his design, so he did it here. So I call this the Dottron. And, so I have this. He's shipping me out. I was speaking with him today. He's shipping me out in the same format, single coil. So so I can get, it'll be like a sort of a hotter Strat pickup, and he's doing it both ways, both regular single coil and noiseless as well in this format. And it's really cool. The what do you call it? The material there. I forget the name of it, but I use the red version instead of the black, which looks really kind of almost a brick color, which I'm planning to put in this model as well too. And as you can see, the fun part is that this is the same pickups as the Rio Grande. It's just done with tortoise and offering it in the Perloid as well, but the same pickup. So what you'll be able to do is when you go on the website, these are the things. So that really runs you through the majority of the signature features. The last one would be the pick guard, which is, obviously looks like a take off of the standard T-style pick guard, excuse me, but it obviously is designed for the body here. But as a customer, this is what you get to do on the website. It's almost like the mod shop, if you're familiar with that. And it's like you get to pick the color, you get to pick your pick guard color material, and you get your pickups from my offering, but that's going to be expanding, so you're going to have lots of options there. And then for the neck, you get either the rosewood or the maple. And then for the tuners, I'm offering mine, and I'm offering, these are Spurzels that are here now. So you get that choice. So really the guitar, it's not like a total custom, but they get to come in and sort of hit the bigger things. And on the website, you can just play. You play with the options, whatever you come up. And the key thing is what we're trying to do, what we're offering this is the target is to be south of $2,000 for this customization. And what that includes is, I'll give you this for a sec. It includes the Belltone custom hard shell case and shipping in that. So again, it's not the cheapest thing out there, but the idea is to be within sort of a customization boutique with hand custom design hardware, offering something that's a little bit different, yet very familiar and whatnot, at an accessible price for customization. And that's that's our story.
Yeah, so you said this probably, you're looking at like around September for an official launch when people can start ordering?
The website's being built right now to do all the functionality of the build work in it. So and I'm just getting in some of the partners that I've been working with. I don't know if you know Mojo Pickups from UK. I'm partnering with them. They're doing some Filtertron custom work for me. So, it's not, most of the guitar, to be clear, the guitar is built in the USA. I forgot to mention that, very important. We're based here in Miami, but the guitar is built in the USA. But again, you'll have options to do pickups from various things, not just in the USA, but other countries, other builders, etc.
Mm-hmm. And you said, so obviously with a number of customizable features, it's kind of more of a price range. And you said you're looking at on the low end starting lower than 2,000 to
probably trying to hit, if I can get it done. I'm finalizing everything, but trying to really get in the even below 1,900 whatever and that's for everything that I said for opening. But then some of the options you can pick, just as an example, the red one that I had a red top with a black back. That's a little bit more expensive. A few different things. on that. It depends on what you pick. Also, one thing I didn't really talk about, but I mentioned it in the hardware. But the finish that we do on it is what I call that new old stock finish. So what it is it's a sort of a semi-gloss finish, and it's the same thing for the neck. The neck it's not a high gloss, yet it's not a satin either. It's kind of right in between there. And with that and the finishing of the hardware, it's trying to give you kind of a vintage feel, but new. Mm-hmm. And what we really didn't want to do, I mean, some people have talked about, are you going to do relicking or whatever? But it's a new model, new relaunch of the company. I'm like, buy it and play it for 5 years, and then you'll have it reliced. You know what I mean? It didn't seem to fit. So that's kind of something that I wanted to get in there too, to mention that that's the kind of finish. Now, if someone wanted it to be high gloss, we can do that. But again, it's just there's some variation. But I don't see the price in my mind, even with the most expensive variations, going much above $2,000. So it's in that range, very affordable. It's not like I'm saying it's at 18, but the average is going to be 3,500. It's going to be affordable.
So you mentioned there's a website coming together. Is there a place online now where people can go just to kind of check out or keep tabs on?
Yeah, there's the website now, which reflects some of the older work that I was doing when I was actually modding, LPs and tele guitars. But it's beltoneguitars.com. And you can go to info@beltoneguitars@gmail.com as well. But I would say for the new relaunch of the site, it will be, hopefully, if we're lucky, maybe a little bit sooner than September if we can.
All right. Well, Steve and Sebastian, thank you so much for taking the time to walk us through all these features on your exciting new instruments. Sebastian, we're going to have you play us out with a longer example here. So this is Jason Shadrick with Premier Guitar.